Oh boy. Hey everyone, welcome to the Junkyard. I am your host, The Treatment, and as always, if you're new to the channel, we cover Ashes, the card game. Whether it's Reborn, Ascendancy, Red Reigns, whatever it is, we're covering Ashes, the extendable card game by Plaid Hat Games. And today we are covering a game in the collection of Ashes, which is like our year-end tournament. Today is going to be Underrug versus Redentor. Just a little bit late to the game jumping in, so let me quickly let them know I'm good to go. Yeah. So, yes, I'm going to have the decks ready this time so I can also cover what well, not just educated guesses, but actual guesses. In one corner, we've got the King of Jericho himself, the man who loves to play a mean time dice deck. It is Redentor, and in the other corner we've got the man who comes from a land whose creatures, especially snakes, want to kill you, and thus he embodies the one and only Mayoni, Underrug Swept, or Over Carpet Blown, as we may begin to name him. This one should be a good one. This is, I think, still round one of the collection. And so it's going to be a Mayoni versus Lulu match, which is very cool. Cinder Spirit, Ember, Root Lizard, and Wishing Wing on Redentor side, and Ruin Dweller, Silver Snake, Gilder, and Hypnotize on Underrug's side. So 2 snakes, actually. Hey, what's up, Shadow, Fred, Fritz, Carl, and Charlotte? Let's get to the action. I'm going to let them know that we're good. And yeah, hopefully this is a banger of a match. I am leaving to go to pickleball in like 45 minutes. So hopefully they do not waste their sweet time thinking about strategy or their moves. They just go off gut and the need for blood. All right, so in the bottom corner, actually, I don't need to be in compact mode since, well, actually, you know what? I don't think it matters. You won't see their names because of compact mode. Maybe someone should shout out to Dijon to fix that, but yeah, it's all good. All right, so we've got, yeah, basically Underrug on a game plan of make Big Snake swing 2 times with Hypnotize, Big Bash, win very quickly out of nowhere, especially because he's got explosive growth and he's got a Root Armor, which is always tough to deal with. And Redentor, who is a fairly, I guess, control-y and patient player, but who also likes to have, you know, big, huge punches out of nowhere, has got a Fighting Spirit deck. And what's really cool is this combines, I guess you could say, Lulu's third unique, Ember Root Lizard, who hasn't seen much of a showing in a while, now combined with Cinder Spirit. So very nice synergy there. Wishing Wing, so he's not playing his Precious Hoppers, but this should be really cool. And then we're going to see some Time Stoppers in this list, which is nice. We haven't really seen too many of those. I don't think Underrug is playing any new stuff. No new stuff. A lot of Ice Traps, a lot of Golden Veils, some Survival of the Fittest, which are not really going to be much of anything, I don't think, in this game. And then just sort of bog standard Mayoni stuff. So yeah, this should be good times. All right, let me pull up the chat so I can at least see if you guys are saying anything. Yeah, Hypnotize is chained, yes. Oh, wow. Redentor, your old school teammate V Jackson. Brian. Nice to see Brian in the chat. That's pretty cool. Brian, you got to come back to the community. All right, so pretty standard opening. Wishing Wing comes down, Silver Snake comes down, Gilder comes down. Do I need to zoom in, guys? Is this? I can't do too much more just because of hashtag E. Like if I do that, we might get the cards covered up. Can't really do, yeah, too much more. I think the cards are going to end up covering up. I'm going to go back. Oh, it's going to be a Root Armor Snake. I wondered. There's not really any good answers in Redentor's list for that. I will open up the discard piles. So we've got a Wing Book, Anchor Knot, Time Stopper down. Root Armor String Mage. Amazing. What? Wow. Look at that counterplay. This is amazing. I love it. Root Armor String Mage against a Root Armor Snake. That has got to be the best. Yeah. Shut up, Shadow. Dweller comes down. Cinder Spirit is now coming out onto the board, and we'll put a token on the String Mage. And immediately gets ice trapped. Boom. One token on the snake. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. No main action though. So yeah, he's gonna be able to get a Wishing Wing out and then immediately token it, which is pretty cool. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? Wonder what the FF will be. Yeah. This is very interesting. Keeping the snake down like this, I don't think I've ever seen that. Root Armor Snake versus Root Armor String Mage. That's unusual. So, very cool to see. Definitely going to be a Gilder coming along and a Wishing Wing coming along. Wonder what the third card he played was, because Fighting Spirit wouldn't make too much sense. It's got to be Spearmaster, right? Spearmaster and a boost, bolster. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Oh, no, he's got the Emperor, sorry. So that's 2 dice. And then bolster is 1. And I guess a time die. Maybe that's what he did. Now, the Gilder's going to kill off the Wishing Wing. He also could just be expecting to be able to draw into something useful. That's not too bad of a plan when you've got Wishing Wings. The game has evolved so much from Ages of Yore, when there wasn't a lot of draw. And these days you see people playing short on their hands or playing into a lot of draw. Carl, we've covered some of his games where he's played new ideas into Twilight Alchemist. We saw the Turbo Rowan from Mitch, which did similar things. And Wishing Wing, once Hope came along, really started kicking off the plays to draw more. And then Ramia came along, and there was a lot more draw. And then Sympathy. So it's like now there's so much you can do in a first 5. It's very interesting. You can play these strong, almost not silver bullets, but like strong counters, and still be able to draw into options that maximize your first 5. So this is very interesting. Could be a Barrage, Phoenix Barrage. I'm not sure that is going to do all that much unless he really didn't count on Root Armor Snake. Unfortunately, the Root Armor Snake is recover. Well, it's recover 3 regardless, but won't be able to kill that off. It looks like Mayoni Viper is got 2 dice for Command Strike, so that'll kill off just about anything else that comes down, like Spearmaster. So it's kind of a game of chicken. I think it's Spearmaster. Oh, but he's gonna use it now to do what? To do 3 damage to the, or 2 damage, I guess, to the String Mage. Oh! Oh! Fate Reflection! Boom! That had to be a draw into. Come on. Right? Amazing. And the crowd goes wild, right? We got to be hype, guys. Soccer hype. That was awesome. This has been a banger of round 1. Okay, so now he's got 2 dice, so maybe he doesn't have anything other than, yeah, the spark, the bolster. But he could just, keep draining this snake, which is really funny. He can put a damage on at any time he wants. He's not going to really be able to do... Well, yeah, no, he can't really do much. I guess he's just sort of preparing for the future. He could kill off this Gilder and then suck away the tokens. I'm not surprised he went for it. You don't expect that he started Fate Reflection on those on like 4 dice remaining with 1 card in hand. It could still, of course, be Ember Root if he had started that, and he's just, you know, pay the book tax, and you're done. That gives another main action for you to do things, and then you still get the token, right? Because you got tons of tokens. Wow, what guys, this is next level. All right, so we're still waiting to see what that last card is. Don't think it's going to be Time Stopper. It could be, though. Under Rug Passes, he's got nothing else to do. He's not going to swing at the Anchor Knot. No point. He would still lose a token and take a damage. So, what a very interesting thing. So, okay, we don't know what the last card is. I've got to assume then that it was Spearmaster, and when he drew into a Fate Reflection, he was like, oh, this is a much better play if he actually uses Command Strike. Yeah, coolest spark that you can guarantee you get the Wishing Wing draw. It is pretty cool that you can, yeah, blow yourself up. But I mean, with with String Mage, you can do that too, right? You move a wound, and then you shuffle it over. So that's another way of guaranteeing it. So we've got, let's see, how many... Fate Reflection was like one of the most played cards. So Lulu is running the full suite of 3 of them, and there's only 1 in the bin, and also running the full suite of Time Stoppers, 1 in the bin, and then the Wishing Wing, obviously. He's got nothing to bring that back. So we're not going to see focused wings, but that's okay. I mean, honestly, the wings are technically a liability at a certain point. Underrug Meditating Away, Survival of the Fittest, you know, no loss there. Meditating away a Druid means he's got 1 less chance at pulling back the Hypnotizes if those happen to disappear. He could have, of course, drawn into 1, and then he's guaranteed that he's going to have his thing. But I mean, honestly, how are you going to get the Snake to do anything? This is very interesting. This is going to ping off the wing and give him the 2 cards. He doesn't have Fighting Spirit down, so Underrug is not worried about killing... Oh, he kills off the Anchor Knot. Okay. Okay, doesn't want to give him the cards. Fair enough. Oh, he can Ceremonial Recur. Yeah, of course. Of course, he can. He can do that. No heart removal. Well, what does he have? He's got Seeds of Aggression. I guess the Survival of the Fittest is what you sort of expect. The Crescendos. And then, I mean, you're really not expecting this type of matchup. This is... You don't build for the collection being like, oh, I'm going to get Root Armor String Maged. This is not a typical deck. So, Dweller comes down, and another Ice Trap, of course, to kill another Cinder Spirit. But that's 2 Ice Traps down. It's not the biggest loss. Curious what else he's got in his hand. What are we going to see? Underrug. Sorry. It's still Redentor's turn. He's going to String Mage another token. Keep this snake down. And then that Wishing Wing, unless it gets attacked, is going to be even bigger. And he'll certainly be able to... Off of 4 cards out of 15, you're definitely going to draw one of your other books. I got to imagine that's going to be a thing. You still got the option playing Bolster and a Spearmaster if you can get rid of this Dweller. Oh! Phoenix Barrage gets Golden Veiled! Boom! Well, that is a rough trade on dice. I mean, awesome, but yeah. What is it when a immovable object hits a brick wall? You literally have the brick walls here, and the hypnotize immovable object can't do anything. I mean, eventually that Ruined Dweller is going to get across, and that's enough damage, but still. Maoni, alright, so Command Strike to get 2 damage down. But now, like, you just sort of chain gun. This is just going to be, unless it's Crescendo. Is it going to be a Crescendo? Crescendo, Fate Reflection? Come on, that would be amazing. Crescendo, Fate Reflection. Fate Reflection! No! Alright, he finally takes down the String Mage. Ah, it's too bad, guys. That would have been a great play. I would choose not to guard with the Wishing Wing. Okay. Well, now the clock starts, I guess. There's no way for Lulu to recur. He's only got the 1 String Mage. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. So, here we go. Big snake time. Unfortunately, Redentor did not at any point manage to put anything down. Ooh, interesting. What's he going to do? Swing for 5, but this is just going to get guarded. What am I seeing? Yeah, he's just going to get guarded. So now it's a 3 attack snake. And at least you know it's not explosive growth swing. The ice traps I don't think were the problem, honestly. He was fine with the ice traps, like you were ahead. The real issue was that Barrage getting Golden Veil, that was a bad trade down in dice, and he was your option for removal. And didn't get the 2 damage on Maoni because of it. Meditates the 3rd. Okay, so all the ice traps are gone. So now the Cinder can start coming out and doing things. Maoni's gonna swing at the Wishing Wing. Oh no, it's Redentor using the Spark to put a damage on Ruined Dweller. Okay. It's not really doing all that much though. What else has he got? He's got to have. Does he have another Anchor Knot? He does have another Anchor Knot, so that could be it. Cinder Spirit's got no token, so he can't do anything there. Maoni could swing for 3. Meditates up the Frog Die. So really, all he has now is Frog Pings with that. Yeah, there's nothing. Call to action. So he could swing, or he could have another Veil. Okay, so he's gonna give. He's gonna take the 4 damage and give the 5 cards, or 4 cards, I should say. Alright, so now Redentor is in a little bit of a pickle. I mean, he'll be able to slow down the snake, but he's not going to be able to do much other than time die power, but not exactly what you want. Hopefully he drew into his other books. Right now, drawing into his Ember Root, well, he wouldn't be able to get a token down, so that wouldn't be great. He doesn't want to play. Well, Wishing Wing could do something. No, you can't, because you have to use the time die for it. Time Stopper doesn't really do anything at this point. Yeah. Interesting. And he can't play Spearmaster or what does he have? Raptor Herder. He could play Raptor Herder, but it's not exactly setting yourself up for a win. He doesn't have top of round, so I mean, 4 tokens explosive growth would be 212 damage. So that's almost game. Oh, now it goes up even more. That's game. Yeah, explosive growth swing would be game. Top of round. Man, guys, I was so excited for the string mage. It was nearly perfect. if only he had one of his other fate reflections. Ah! I almost wonder if he should have string mage. No, because he took the damage all in one turn, right? It was command strike, swing, ruin dweller, crescendo. So he couldn't do anything to get the cards first because he didn't have any damage anywhere. I mean, unless he did the anchor knot swing, transfer a damage to the string mage, then from the string mage over to the wishing wing, and then hope he draws into a fate reflection. But that's like way too many turns, way too many things. All right, so Redentor says he's made a mistake. Mistake not guarding? Curious, what was a mistake there? Taking 4 to guard for the snake and leaving an anchor knot. I'm not sure if that's the best play, but it definitely leaves you with a unit. But yeah, I think this is going to quickly be over. Man, I hate snake. It's just so hard. If you don't have hard removal, and even then, when you're facing 3 golden veils, you know, depending on how the draws work out, you can just get smoked, and there's nothing you can do. All right, so Time Stopper coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a call to action. If he swings and takes another 5. Hopefully he... Oh, wait, but it can't swing until... Okay, so call to action wouldn't do anything. Well, I mean, it would give him a chance to swing and kill off the Time Stopper and put another token down. But anyway, yeah. This is not looking ideal for Redentor. It does take it out of immediate lethal range, but I mean, it's not far-fetched to get one more token down, and that could just as easily be done by Underrug with his own time die. It would be like a really crazy game of time dice undoing the snake. And hoping that not a single unit elsewhere dies, and that the Gilder doesn't die. I'm not sure how Redentor punches through here. He doesn't have the Ember Root, which I think could have helped him, and he doesn't have Fighting Spirit, so he's lost his ability to counterpunch with a big swing, because he's lost a lot of units. I think that Fighting Spirit would have been up to, what, 4 or 5? At least? Right, we're round 3. He's lost at least 2 Wishing Wings. The Cinder Spirits didn't have the tokens. The String Mage did. I think the Anchor Knot or the Time Stopper also did. Yeah, I think like 4 or 5 tokens. So that could have been, you know, a good counterpunch, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. He's got 8 cards left in deck, the Lulu that is, and Underrug's got 10 cards left in deck. We know that... Oh, there's 1 explosive growth. How many does he have? 2? He's got 2. All right, so he does have the potential. He's got, what, pretty good chance, like, what, 1 in 3? Chance to have... No, it's got to be more than that. 5 cards out of 15. No, but it's 1 out of 15 cards. Whatever percent that is. Someone do the math. Ah. All right, so it's not explosive growth swing, but it is still a big punch and still the potential for a call to action counter swing. So yeah. All right. And oh, he's also got wraths, right? He's got what, 2 wraths? 3 wraths. And all right, so those could still present an issue. Most of Redentor's units are low to the ground. He doesn't... I am surprised that Underrug didn't... Oh, no, because he can't bluff the ice traps. Never mind. And he's got the only power side he needs, really. Oh, but it was Nature's Wrath anyway. Alright, so that snake is definitely lethal. If he's got Hypnotize in hand, then there's going to be nothing that this Lulu can do within 2 turns. I guess that's a guaranteed loss. Well, I guess he doesn't have a way to refresh it unless Redentor swings. But still, it's either next round, depending on how the passes go, or a call to action swing and he's got it. That's all assuming that he drew into the Hypnotize, and that's assuming he has a call to action. Of course, he could have none of those, but he's definitely got 2 Golden Veils. Alright, now the Ember Root Lizard comes down. And the Fighting Spirit. Okay, those were buried fairly deep. It's probably too little in terms of tempo to be helping out. Redentor still has to deal with the Ruin Dweller and the burn associated with that, which is an issue. Don't think he can really trade evenly with anything, and the snake just keeps growing. Yeah, Root Armor Snake is unfair. And he's going to need... I mean, I would have still, as Underrug, meditated up a Frog. Unless you really need a card that you don't want to meditate away, because you can Frog Ping away the Wishing Ring if that comes down. The only thing you can't immediately deal with is a Cinder Spirit, but you could Command Strike it, and you can Command Strike, or I think he still... What, does he have only 2 Crescendos? How many Crescendos he's got? He's got 2. Okay, so those in the bin. So never mind. Alright, Ember Root Lizard comes down. So we're going to have to imagine that next move is going to be Cinder Spirit. This Ember Root is going to die. And then what? Ah, there it is. Okay, there's the Hypnotize play. Alright, the clock is on. I'm not seeing any way for Redentor to do lethal damage. And he definitely doesn't have any answers for this. Man, just imagine if that String Mage lived. All right. I think a lot of these next few plays are going to be fairly straightforward from Underrug's perspective. And there's at least 2 basic sequencing things for Redentor to do. The other Cinder Spirit book, I didn't see that, is in the bin. That's not really going to matter, though. What would you guys do here? I'm curious, as Redentor. Like, would you start using Time Dice to try and do anything? Remove a token, put it on the Ember Root Lizard, for instance. I mean, you can't use enough Time Dice to get it down to nothing, but it's something. Yeah, Underrug really can just sort of pass and not have to do anything here. There is what? How many barrages are in this list? I forget. Oh, it was only the 1. Okay. Oh, Fred. Come on. Never give up, never surrender. Alright, so Wishing Wing comes down, Cinder Spirit comes down, buffing the Wishing Wing. Jesus, Carl. Yeah, I think not having the Fighting Spirit earlier means you don't have any punching power against that snake. That's like your only other. Well, you don't have removal other than 2 shadows, but oh yeah, 2 shadows are all gone too, right? There's only 2. No, there's 3 of them. Wait, are they all gone? Okay, so technically there could be an out. He didn't meditate for it though, and he doesn't necessarily have it, but even if he did, it could be Golden Veiled. Oh, there's the Fate Reflection. Okay, so Fate Reflection counterpings the Ruin Dweller, and now it's going to be Spark on the Emberroot Lizard. I've got to imagine this is a swing at this point from the Ruin Dweller. Oh, okay, swing from the Emberroot Lizard. This is going to be called to action on the snake, right? It's got to be. He's not really running out of cards to submit. He's got 9. That's totally fine. Okay, so he doesn't have call to action. So he's really just saying, I'm going to win top of round. I still don't see any way of killing this snake, though. Because what Cinder Spirit is only going to end up, would only do 2 damage at most. Wishing Wing would only do 1 damage. Yeah, you're still missing. The Fighting Spirit really would have helped here. Ah, well. Okay, Essence Druid. I mean, it's just a body, really. Nothing too crazy. The Wishing Wing's gonna be... Oh. Spark, okay, yeah. Using Spark on what? On the Druid, obviously, right? Like, there's... Or is he gonna... No. Yeah, okay. But he doesn't have a token on Cinder Spirit. What is going on here? He can't kill this thing. An Underrug doesn't need to do anything. Yeah, no, I don't see any way out of this, unfortunately. Alright. Wishing Wing attacks the snake. Sure. Deals 1. Oh, now he meditates. Okay, so maybe that was just to get the main action for meditating. I think now you time die the Silver Snake onto your Cinder Spirit, right? And then that gives the 3 damage plus the ping, which is not enough. Right? Tame 2? That's still not enough damage. Oh, plays 2 shadows. Golden Veil. Well, there's all the hard removal gone. Yeah. This is GG. I wonder if Redentor just swings out. Just like blood points. Is that what you do at this point? I don't remember if or what the tiebreakers are, if any. But, yeah, you just go for it. What's he going to do here? It's taking a long time to think about it. He's got 9 minutes left. Just wait out 9 minutes. Saying you're not taking your turn. No, that's a terrible, unsportsmanlike way of playing, people. Never do that. Alright, meditating. Yeah, that's what I thought, Fritz. But, you know, it's its own je ne sais quoi. You go down swinging, right? Alright, we're manual moding meditations. Fix it all up. I mean, I think Redentor would be in trouble anyway. He's decked, and so he would have to still keep dealing with the Ruined Well, like even assuming the snake's not there. I think he's in a bit of a pickle. TikTok. Guys, I gotta leave soon. Someone just punch someone. Alright. I think we've got it all fixed up. Manual mode's off. Let's see what's gonna happen. More meditating. Time stopper. One more round. Delayed. Does he have one more? No. That would have been funny. One more round. Keep delaying him. Build up your board. Actually, so if he had Fighting Spirit early on, that would be one way of potentially ending it, right? Is time stopper. Well, I mean, they're in and of themselves, they're not a lot of damage. So you're not. It's not like if you had Aradel or James or Tristan to go wide enough and just really punch through. But still, it's kind of funny, right? Oh, he meditates away a call to action. Oh. Meditates away a Polarity Mage. Whoa. Ruined Dweller comes down. I mean, he still has, what? Another Golden Veil and call to action. And he's got the Hypno. There's nothing to... No command strike. How crazy. Well, there was the one. Wasn't there? Alright. This is it. Put him out of his misery. Yeah. Alright. So Redentor says GG. No third time. Oh, come on, Underrug. You gotta check the discard pile. I mean, Time Stopper doesn't really matter at this point anyway. Eventually, the snake swings. I was just going to concede. All right, there we go. I mean, even what? That's... Emperor Root is 2. Wishing Wing is 2 or 3, maybe. Cinder Spirit, if you tokened it, would be 3. That's only 6, 8. Time Stopper's 9. I mean, Maoni's full health. There's nothing you can do there. Yeah. Well played to Underrug. And sorry for whoever has to play him next. Hopefully I get to cover more collection matches. I gotta go. This has been quite the ride. And as always, if you're not janky, you're stanky. Frog up, wolf down. You know, we play Ashes Reborn here. Ashes Ascendancy. Whatever you want to call it. Ashes is the best. And thank you all for joining. You guys are the best audience. I'll see you around next time. Ciao.